Hello, COP 1000 students. Just wanted to review something that I don't want to review because we're not really learning C, but since we are using C, I am forced to talk about this concept. And the concept is real simple. If and when you are scanning in an integer followed by a character, you will run into a problem where the character input is skipped over. The character input is skipped over. Okay, now let's talk about why, or at least the solution. The solution would be to flush the keyboard memory. Here's the issue when you're typing in a number. When you're typing in a number, such as, say, 8, I press 8, notice the cursor is still blinking, and to get the input, I have to press enter. When I press enter, that's a new line, so I'm coming down to the new line. When I do that in this command, scanf, the number 8 goes into this variable number, or the address of number, but that enter that we saw that brought the printhead down to here, that enter stays in the keyboard buffer or the keyboard memory. So when I encounter this scanf symbol or this scanf for a symbol, it's actually skipped over because what happens is from that keyboard buffer, that pressing enter goes right into the symbol char. And when you see the output, you'll notice this was skipped over and it has nothing for this because what it is the enter or null or nothing. I'm going to run this just to prove it to you. Oops, sorry, I typed out 8. Let's delete it. I'm going to run this. So when it runs, the first thing it does is it says enter a number. So I'll enter 888. So notice the cursor's blinking. I typed 888, but it's still blinking until I press enter. So once I press enter, the 888 was consumed inside of that number variable, but symbol didn't pause for me to enter anything, so symbol has nothing. All right, let's talk about a solution instead of the problem. Here's the solution. So the solution is going to be not exactly simple, but it will be maybe a little bit simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a new pound define, and we're going to call it flush. Flush meaning clear the keyboard. And I'm going to just tell you you're going to need to type this just as you see it. And I hate to tell you, just type right here is I defined a constant, just like I did with pause and clear the screen. But this constant, instead of calling the function system, it calls something called myFlush. And myFlush is going to look just like this. It's called a user-defined function, which is kind of our last topic of this semester. So I don't really want to talk much about it, but I just want to tell you what it does. It's going to solve that issue of the integer followed by a character input anytime you happen to do that. And the way you solve that, the way you solve it is inside of your code. After every scan, just to be safe, you call that constant flush. I like to put it on the same line as my scan because I think it actually should be a part of it. And you will see when I run this code, I'm running it now. First thing it does is ask me for a number. I'll type in 888. I'm going to hit that enter key where it's going to cause the new line. And notice now it stops on symbol and allows me to type anything I want, like an X. So there's the output. You entered X as the symbol and 888 is the character. I'm going to summarize this real quick. The keyboard buffer, it causes us a problem. So I like to define a constant such as flush right here, flush. That constant actually is a call to this function. Here is the function, and all that does is get a character, and as it does so, it stops once it gets that press enter, which clears the keyboard buffer. After every scan, once I have this set up, I will do a flush. Only happens when I'm reading in a character followed by, an integer followed by a character. Okay, sorry for confusing you.